Hello, hello, and come in, everyone. Welcome to the Hush House Library, a place of secret and wonder, seated cliffside over the ocean on the island of Brancrug. The tea is brewed and ready to pour, so make yourself comfortable as we crack open the book of our adventure, peeling back the skin of the world to glimpse the hidden histories laying beneath. And we're back open again. We have a small flooding problem, but certainly we'll be able to get through that pretty easily. Now, where did I put my medals? Here they are. I'm going to need to remember to get more of these. But okay. This will do. Then all right. Takes 6 minutes, but we'll get this beast up and running. We'll be able to drain this water out. Ah. Then afterwards, I could lose an item if I so chose to. Like I have a whole bunch of these things. Well, hang on, before I do that. Let's just see what we get out of swimming in general. Alright. Build up my foresights. Hmm. Sunny. Frost. And then I had... Where did I put... There it is. Ooh, this is really close. For you. You Sky. Your 12 rows. Alright, that gave me memory of salt. Oh, here. Let's go talk to you. Get a horizon sight. Actually, before I go doing something like that, oh no, I suddenly can't track down my rose-related skills. Yeah, that ain't good. Ooh, I have like no rose skills whatsoever. Maybe before we go breaking into that book. Do I have any simpler rose books? Here we go. The answer is no, I don't have simpler rose books. Oof. Do I have any more uncategorized books? Maybe I can get lucky. Does not appear to be. Alright, got my horizon sight. We'll go ahead and talk to you. Let's hear you speak Ramson, Phagrian, Greek. Oh, you have a wide variety of languages. Oh, shoot. Memories. Okay, I can. There's still a chance. Okay. I almost missed that. Okay. Kale's verses are brief, obscure, and often dominated by images of violence. A star and a pit is a pinprick, but the sun is a wound. It's always possible to be the deader, Kale states. The watchman goes before, none but seven may go after. Surely we are born to the glory as the sparks fly upwards. It's another foresight book. Okay. Foresight. Revelation. And then regret. Okay, that's I need another memory. Have I got anything else I could burn? Yeah, I got these are easy to come across. And then we just got this. Sight. Foresight, regret, revelation. And then we do it again. Get back your book. Oi. Fight me. I will fight you, book. Okay, so we got that. Foresight. Regret. That'll give me a touch. And then maybe we go ahead and go for a swim. Because I'm just curious to see what this will give us. Touch. Memory spaghetti. Alright, this is going to be huge. At last, I'm something of an authority in this. Prove skill to level 6. Does it get better? Oh, it does get stronger. Not quite in the situation to do such thing. Okay, memory of salt and nothing. Okay, uncover depths. Sea has calmed these caves, the tide thunders below. I'll need to find some way to lower the water before I enter. Did I say calmed? I meant claimed. Oh, hey, it's sunny again. And I absolutely exploded with light on that. Say to my alchemical table. If I add a liquid, which I should have a light associated liquid. Here we go. This one has 2. Can I go more potent? Bring it up to 15 and nothing. Xanthotic essence it is. Here's something I have not made the effort to do. Right. That doesn't go further. Let's conceive higher insights. Okay, and then that'll also be another enduring reflection. All right, that's not. That's unfortunate, is what it is. Okay. Am I missing something? Oh no, my FOSS busy. That's what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's just my FOSS busy. Oh boy. Curious last secret. Right under Governor Collar's nose, Levinson, Blackwood, and Von Loren all continued their careful investigation of Brancrug sea caves. Many of the species here are unknown to Cornwall, some have not been seen anywhere under the sun. Ooh. Flash cautiously through the secret tunnels. Mind if I do a little sneaky? This requires 14 moon or 14 nectar. Menacing phosphorescence. This gives me an earth sign. We can go through this then. Passing poet. Let's see here. Moth. I know the poet's not the greatest, but would be enough. We'll hire him. Alright, that's currently busy. That's fine. Winter, what's my winter skill again? Would be this, but this just gives me ink. That's not what. Oh, I still get Solomon's preparation. Never mind. Okay, sweet. Oh wait, I have it sitting right there. Never mind. I have a cup of it. Ooh, basket of apples. And a curious seashell. Get my memory of regret. Deer. Let's try that out. Earth sign. I thought that was more potent. And then we'll be able to see if no fires are visible, no scorch marks, no smoke, but this room pulses with sultry heat. My head swims as I approach the threshold. With ample winter power, we can silence that heat. And then I have a cool seashell. Ooh, what if I go swimming with the seashell? Or do I just do that? Sploosh. Alright, that just gives me memory of loss. Okay, that gives me some Eva's locks. And then, yes. In this room, the governor was Collars the artist, Collars the dreamer. It was a sign of him that almost no one saw, especially when, after the death of his wife, he grew so much more solitary. That said, there is a connection to be drawn between his enthusiasm for sculpture and his ambition for his human subjects. Rose, scale, heart, sky. Fortunately, my health is currently out of commission, so I can't go through that. But what I can go ahead and do for now is realize I don't have a place for this. Put it up on the shelf here. The apples can go here. Scoot the knife over. Just scoot everything over. Goodness. The knife up here. Xanthotic essence. I have a. What is this? Audio. Okay, so this is a phonograph of heart. I may want to wait for a storm before I try that on this. See if we can't go through some of these books. Oh, this book's already been identified. Spooky. It's a shame I can't use this book wheel for storing books. That would be great. 1, 2. Where'd it go? What? Where? How? Oh dear. Okay, I just had a book purge itself from existence. Not exactly a optimal thing to have happen. Oh well, I guess maybe it'll show up in auction. We have a sculptor's bench here. Hello, hello there. Somebody was mixing something strong. You. Wait a second, we can't do in that order. Okay. Go ahead and read this book. We can collect the egg without hurtling it outside. Come on. And then this book. Shaft. What language are we written in? Okay. I think the fog might be a little overdoing it, but that's fine. Oh, you know what I forgot? I need more metals. Except you weren't the one that gave me metals. Hater and hero. What I can do from you guys is order fuel. Or not. Even parchment, arsenic, desiccated witchworm, schloss Jennings. Okay. We get right into booze and then everything else. Alright, we'll order pheasant then. So I can use a 10 shilling note. Okay. The beast has been fed. Actually, speaking of beasts, you... Oh, wind rumor. Well, via birdsong. What skills do I have tied to birdsong? Wolf stories, not and you. Ways to upgrade core. This one is Trist. And you are also core. Upgrading Trist might be the way to go. Contradiction. Have a discipline of scars, do I? Nope. This will be a new lesson then. Oh, I forgot to read the book's info. Dang it. Oh well. I can get that later. Techniques for perception and analysis, which permits invidious and apocalyptic conclusions. Probably the most insidiously suppressed book in history. The entire war run was destroyed. Even the presses were melted and dispersed. Manuscript edition has survived. Jeez. You know it's bad when they melt down the presses. And I was going to find something I could put both Trist and Wolf stories into. That would take, well, big thing is it needs to be able to take this. Is that so? Here we go. Bird song. What we were, what we will be. Perfect hegemony of the hours is perhaps eternal, but Coastally proposes and describes confinement inescapable, ascetic and optical techniques which might contain even an hour, profoundly disrupting the order of the masses. He presents that as his own work, but there are hints here and there that he received inspiration or even assistance from the nowhere hour named Snow. Inescapable confinement. Everything ultimately comes down to a choice between eternity and history. And there's only one place you're safe from both, and it's not a place anyone would want to be. It's a prison that can only exist in certain histories. Any librarian can use this to establish a history and complete the game, but the visual and the archaeologist can win a particular victory. A truth in a book that no one reads and drop. No one will know what you wrote unless the truth is Newman. Numina truths are so powerful that they tentatively believe themselves. Use a Newman to write a new history at a suitable desk. You can assemble 25 of the matching aspect. Vessels and glass blowing. Okay then. I would explain its alignment. All of that would be great for getting you locked into an area permanently. Right, you're gonna go up here. No, I know the perfect shelf for you. Inescapable confinement. I have knock scale in winter. If I ever needed these memories for anything else, I have them. Not sure I want them, but I have them. Jeez. Okay, melody. Just don't mind me digging up forbidden knowledge. Fish. There you go, bird. Have some fish. I messed up. Oh well, that's fine. Not like these memories are hard to acquire. Bloody seagulls. And load up my tryst. Okay, let's go get that back up. beguiling melody. I don't need some forge for that. That's fine. About that later, though. Savage him. No, I can just... I've got 3 metal. Oh, it's raining. Genuinely, how delightful. Let's see if we can't hire somebody. Perhaps use up this. Say, getting into the incandescent hollow. That, give that, and that. I want to hold on to my Shaft Plus. Should I get someone associated with Knock? And then we will blow through that Forge Mystery. You are not somebody with Knock. One more try. So glass blowing, level 3. Thastry or Hushery? What if I put you in a Thastry? Maybe another Faust, which would be suitable. And then there's Hushery 3, which would give me another Whist. I would rather unlock another Faust. What was this evolve through? Hushery. I have 2 in there. You, which have already been satisfied, and you, which would Whist, which I can't. Okay. Well, neither of you guys are going to be helpful. Okay. Potentially get through that Forge book. Bittersweet Certainty. I don't have a shelf for Bittersweet Certainties. Or I don't yet, anyways. What is a bittersweet certainty? So it's lantern. It's lantern in winter. Those are not bookshelves. Beyond potted plant. One lantern to winter. Got those backwards. A sky in winter. I mean, that's easy enough to get a hold of. That would be like, I could do another bittersweet certainty, actually. I just need to make sure I put it in a table that might accept rows in this case. Here we go. And a little rose. Sure, a hindsight. I probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe it should be fine. I should still have time. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Okay, apparently I understand this scroll, but I don't know where it goes to. Or at least what memories it provides. So we'll go ahead and figure that out real quick. Ooh, fog has rolled through. And maybe we can hire someone. Ah, excellent, got my spool of copper wire. Which I will upgrade to orichalcum later. Let's see here. Satisfaction. Okay. Where was my shelf? Where's books on satisfaction? Right there. That's a full shelf. I'll just put you back here. You can just live right there. Edge. Here, I don't have a lot for edge. What I do have are a bunch of contradictions. If, I could put the book on the shelf. Get into the thing. There we go. That called for more effort than was necessary. Here we go. Spend a half-crown hiring you. First, let's be rid of this memory. Next, serve out some water. Oh, that was the last thing of that. Works for me. Got a contradiction. Where was that scroll? Here it is. Oh, shoot. I used my, that's fine. In the... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, you know what? We're going to bring this stuff down here. Yeah, you can live right there. The apples can live right here. I have mushrooms. Serve for a glass of water. Not missed. Shaft. And some coin. The Tantra describes elliptically the great hooded princes and the multitudinous ways in which they influenced wars against foreign invaders of the land of the Great River. Although, in a sense, they were also invaders. A tool, but do I have a tool with knock? Technically, a candle is a tool with knock. Nope, she doesn't accept candles. Oh, that's a thing. And that's fuel. Oh, here we go. Nope. That doesn't have knock tied to it, though. That's fixed to the wall. So close to 15 it hurts, and I don't have anything that seems to give that last bit. Unfortunate. Okay, well, she can get me in here. And then these can be opened. Which I have another one right there. Let's see here. A sign outside the cell reads warning, do not enter while safety measures are armed. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and disarm all of those. Cudgels, Yug, and St. Twarg. Very old iron cudgels, recently and heavily padded. Darling Deer and Father Turk, wooden swords of recent manufacture, never used. Captain Torg and Mistress Deerday, souvenirs from the east, heavily padded. Got some mushrooms that I can't do anything with. We have bed. The few long at Brancrug were kept in cells, triple buttressed with silver and steel and sanctioned spells. The Bureau knew their weakness, but never relied upon them. This cell last housed 2 immortals and edge-long Diad. This would have required not only ferocious and eternal vigilance, but also frequent replacement of shattered furniture. Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me at all. If you're housing 2 edge-associated long, that's a lot of... That is a lot of pent-up rage in one box. See, lions can be created not as children are created, nor as words are created, but as weapons are created. Great hooded princes learned to create lions from their spyings on the affairs of the Hours. Not all lions now serve the Golden General. Ooh, cheeky. Leon and Tantra is tied to fear. Lessons Edicts Martial. I don't have that. And right now I'm opening a box. Alright, box is open. That gives me... Oh, hey! Linen. Need to figure out how to get more linen on hand. Go ahead and go through this. And that. And with the enhancement of my skills, we are going to have to close the library for today so we can make sure that this is appropriately locked up under several locks, several keys, spells, and maybe a couple of serpents. So while we get those safety measures in place, we'll be shutting down the library. As the sun in rags comes to rest, so too must we close the book on our journey for now within the walls of Hush House. Fret not, though. If you want to be notified of new adventures or be informed when I livestream, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Both of these help me out more than you might realize. And if you have any thoughts, errant or otherwise, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. And until next time, ta-ta for now, and I hope you all have a good one.